where Mr. Ziegler placed his trust. Were you talking about Bill Walker?
Talking about Bill Walker.
Well, why would Joe not have known that this money shouldn't have been going to that foundation?
Because he didn't work, number one, with specifically the Rigs to Rigs program. That wasn't his involvement. And most of Joe's work, 90% of Joe's work, was government relations. He wasn't involved with the foundation. He wasn't a member of the board of directors. Most of the time, he was in Jackson, working as a liaison between DMR and legislators, more in a lobbying capacity than anything else. The individuals that you've seen involved in these cases did not work under Joe. He had no authority over them. They worked primarily through and under Bill Walker. Joe only answered to Bill Walker. The way Joe got involved in this matter was that he was told by Bill Walker to begin with that he being Bill Walker, wanted Joe to be a co-signator on the checking account for the foundation, which Joe knew very little about because he didn't have any involvement in it, because the other board members were not part of DMR, they were outside the office, and it'd be easier for Joe to be a co-signator with Bill Walker. Joe had no involvement in any aspect of the foundation other than two particular things. As Walker told him to tell Kerwin Cuevas that anytime a rig sunk, to make sure the money was contributed to the foundation. That's counts 4 and 5. Joe never saw any contracts. Joe had no dealings with Chevron. And I think the government will concede that was the extent of his involvement on those two counts, was he passed that message on. But when you look at the overall scheme of things, what Joe pled guilty to was not reporting criminal activity, and that he had an affirmative duty, as he told the judge, to realize or to ascertain that there was criminal activity afoot. At least he should have made inquiry as to that. And he didn't do it. He basically signed these checks in blank, which, being a co-signature, that basically constituted concealment. Because all of that, what happened thereafter, relates to not only Chevron, but every other disbursement that Bill Walker would have made from the foundation program. Bill Walker told Joe to give a message to Kerwin Cuevas that to make sure that anytime a rig sunk, to make sure that Kerwin Cuevas knew that the money should go to the foundation. He passed that message on from Bill Walker to Kerwin Cuevas.